This is a video about eukaryotes and prokaryotes. Eukaryotes have a nucleus, and prokaryotes do not have a nucleus. And prokaryotes have their DNA as a ring of DNA in the middle, and eukaryotes have DNA inside a room that we call a nucleus, which means that it is packaged in a nuclear membrane. So eukaryotes include all multicellular organisms such as fungi, plants, and animals. Eukaryotes also include all protozoans, which are single-celled eukaryotes. Prokaryotes include all bacteria, and bacteria are the simplest cells, and they come in all different shapes and sizes. If we are to compare an animal cell with a prokaryote, they have a lot of similarities. They both have a cell membrane, and they have a cytoplasm, which forms the structure within the cell, cytoskeleton, as well as liquid and microtubules. They form the cellular structure, the cytoplasm. And then there's the DNA. The DNA is the blueprint for everything inside the cell. DNA is a double helix, and it includes instructions to make all the proteins that form the cell. So the DNA is inside a nuclear membrane in the eukaryote, but the DNA in a prokaryote is like a ring of DNA. It is a ring of DNA that just floats in the cytoplasm. There's also RNA. Now, one way to describe RNA is like a recipe that comes from the DNA. So the DNA has the recipe for all the protein, and the RNA are the instructions that the DNA sends out to the ribosomes. The ribosomes read the RNA in order to make a correct protein. And in the eukaryote, this protein synthesis happens in the endoplasmic reticulum. So you can see all the little ribosomes sitting on the endoplasmic reticulum. In contrast, the prokaryotes have their ribosomes free floating in the cytoplasm, and here they are making protein. You can see them making lots of protein. Now inside the animal cell, there's also a vacuole, which is a storage organelle. And these little things are called mitochondria. They are the powerhouse of the cell. They create energy for the cell using cellular respiration. Now, that was an animal cell. I'm going to draw you a plant cell now. So if I were to draw a plant cell, it has a lot of similarities with animal cells, has a lot of the same things, but their vacuoles are much bigger. And they also have an additional organelle called a chloroplast. A chloroplast is green, and it is responsible for photosynthesis. Its job is to capture the sun's energy for photosynthesis. And the plant cell also has a rigid cell wall. That's why plants can grow into big trees that have a lot of structure due to that cell wall. The plant cell wall is made up of cellulose. Now, all prokaryotes also have a cell wall. It's not made out of the same material as the eukaryotic cell wall. It is a peptidoglycan cell wall. Now remember, you are a eukaryote. And furthermore, you're surrounded by a lot of eukaryotes. All multicellular organisms are in fact eukaryotes, plants and animals and fungi. But prokaryotes are all bacteria, single-celled bacteria. They live inside you as well as all around you. They live inside your gut as well as in the environment all around you.